Fox 10 News starts now with breaking news.
For the first time in a decade, Canada is recovering from a mass shooting at a school. It all happened Tuesday in a remote area of British Columbia, and police say the shooter, a female, took her own life at the scene. I'm Ashley Mitchell, and you're watching Fox 10 Midday. Let's go to Fox News correspondent Rebecca Castor with the latest on this story.
A rare school shooting rocked a remote northern Canadian town on Tuesday. Multiple people, including the shooter, were found dead at the Tumbler Ridge Secondary School, located about 600 miles northeast of Vancouver.
This is a devastating day for a close-knit community, and the loss being felt is profound.
2 more bodies were found in a nearby home, and police say they're connected to the school shooting.
Police are conducting further searches of other homes and properties to determine whether anyone else may be injured or otherwise linked to today's events.
The school has only about 175 students, grades 7 through 12, and police say they were on the scene within 2 minutes of getting the first reports of the shooting. Officials believe the shooter, a female, acted alone, leaving police and the local community searching for answers.
The people of Tumbler Ridge remain in a state of crisis following one of the worst mass shootings in our province's and country's history.
Canada has strict gun control laws, and school shootings are extremely rare. The last one happened a decade ago.
It makes us think about our kids' safety when they're going to school. We take it for granted. You go to school, you come home safe. And events like this give us pause.
It's not clear yet how the Canadian government will respond, but previous mass shootings resulted in stronger gun control measures. And just last year, Canada added almost 200 new gun models to its list of banned assault weapons. In Washington, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
And in local news, Mobile police are investigating a late-night shooting, and here's a look back at the scene when our crews first arrived. Police say they found one man with a gunshot wound at the intersection of Halls Mill and Navco Roads. We're told the victim was taken to a hospital, but still no word yet on their condition this morning, and Fox 10 is working to gather more information. Meantime, less than 24 hours after closing the airspace around El Paso International Airport, the Federal Aviation Administration said flights could resume as normal this morning. When it grounded all flights Tuesday night, the FAA cited special security reasons, though at the time the agency did not go into detail about what those were. This morning, a Trump administration official said Mexican drug cartel drones breached U.S. airspace, and those have now been disabled. The official went on to say there is no longer a threat to commercial travel.
A few big headlines to talk about in our forecast, including rain showers that happened this evening. However, most places stay dry. Then warm weather continues not only after this rain shower and cold front that we have, this batch of rain showers and cold front that we have this evening. It continues beyond, past the weekend system that we're expecting, and all the way through Fat Tuesday. And yeah, we are expecting a weekend system, which could impact your weekend plans. We'll start with a 10-hour forecast. There is a chance that we see a few showers. I think the window is through the afternoon into the evening time. But again, most places stay dry. It is going to be a mild evening with temperatures in the 60s. In Pensacola, similar numbers here, 76 degrees getting through the 60s with the slightest chance of a shower and a mix of clouds and clear sky. The radar this morning had some returns on it, but we haven't really had any showers. You're noticing a field of cumulus clouds developing in the last few frames, these little puffy white dots there, then some upper level clouds. If we zoom out, though, you can see where the actual boundary is. This is going to be what brings us our chance of rain this evening, and it's going to slide through like this, and by around 5 o'clock it gets to us. This is 5 o'clock here on the forecast model, the HRRR in our northern counties, and it drifts south. By 9 o'clock, we have a batch of rain showers extending pretty much just north of Interstate 10. Then this drops off to the south, and overnight it does clear our area, and we are done with this rain chance. Thursday will be slightly drier, especially early in the day with some cooler temperatures. Then Thursday night, we see moisture returning. Friday, we see moisture returning. And then the big rain chance that we have in our forecast comes in here on Sunday. This is most likely going to be on Sunday morning. Some of the forecast models have gotten clearer with the details on this, and we are getting a much better idea of when this rain chance will happen. I'll have a look at some of those forecast models and some of those details coming up shortly.
Thank you. Back in our headlines, more than a week after Nancy Guthrie went missing, TMZ says it's received another note in connection with her disappearance. This comes after an Arizona man was briefly detained and questioned. Fox News senior multimedia reporter Caroline Elliott has the latest.
The FBI says thousands of tips are coming in after releasing that surveillance video from Nancy Guthrie's front porch. But as of this morning, investigators say they still don't have a suspect.
Where my whereabouts. Okay. Where do I work? Where was I and all that? But
investigators detaining this delivery man during a traffic stop south of Tucson last night. He was questioned in connection with Nancy Guthrie's disappearance, but later released as investigators searched a home.
They just came up. They until right now, all I know is that they show my in-law a picture of somebody wearing a mask or something, and they supposedly looked like my eyes.
It came hours after the FBI released images of a person at Nancy's front door covered with a ski mask, jacket, and gloves. The person appeared to be armed with the gun placed at the front of their waistband.
That carry is where you put an unholstered firearm inside your waistband and then pull your shirt out over the front of it. And was that pistol there for intimidation purposes, or are we dealing with a non-professional?
And after receiving an alleged ransom note asking for millions in cryptocurrency for Nancy's safe return, TMZ says they have received a third letter, this time from somebody who says they know the kidnapper and has tried reaching out to the Guthrie family.
They said they want 1 Bitcoin sent to a Bitcoin address that we have confirmed is active. And as they put it, time is more than relevant.
Yesterday, federal agents were also seen going door to door in Nancy's daughter Annie's neighborhood and conducting what looked like a grid search of the area. In Tucson, Arizona, Caroline Elliott, Fox News.
And an urgent local search is also underway here, as it's been nearly 2 weeks since Aurelia Chotkock and her children, Niyurka and Anthony, first went missing. Authorities announcing a very big break in the case. Investigators say 31-year-old Juan Carlos Argueta Guerra is charged with 3 counts of first-degree kidnapping. Authorities say they arrested Guerra during a traffic stop in Bay Minette. And we've also learned that authorities arrested 2 other people on unrelated charges. According to Mobile County Sheriff Paul Birch, one of them is Aurelia's employer, Silverio Garcia. He's charged with illegal possession of a gun. Sheriff Birch says Garcia is actually in a relationship with one of Aurelia's daughters, who is an adult. Sheriff Birch says immigration status has been a big hurdle in this case.
One thing that all of these have in common is they're all here illegally, some from different countries, and they don't speak any English, so that's been a barrier as well. So they're not, eager to talk with law enforcement.
The sheriff also says they've executed half a dozen search warrants on homes and vehicles trying to find clues. Anyone with any information is asked to call the Mobile County Sheriff's Office. And it's been nearly 2 years since Senior Airman Roger Fortson was killed in his own apartment by a now former Okaloosa County Sheriff's deputy. And Fortson's family still looking for justice today. Eddie Duran is being charged with manslaughter in connection to Fortson's death. And over the last year, several hearings have been postponed. 2 judges have also stepped down, leaving Fortson's family with more questions than answers. His mother, Mika Fortson, says the wait has been difficult as she continues to navigate life without her son.
I don't think I'm gonna never learn it. Trying to learn how to live life without my baby's physical presence, not knowing what happened to him. I deserve transparency. I deserve clarity. Roger deserves it.
And the next hearing in the case is scheduled for March 9th. We will continue to follow the latest developments. Coming up on Fox 10 midday, although there aren't any parades scheduled for downtown Mobile tonight, that did not stop one school from parading just this morning. Our Stephen Moody was out there and brings us all of the fun after this. Nick, it was a wonderful morning for this parade.
Yeah, and the fog was not as bad as it was yesterday. Now, we're looking ahead to our next rain chance here on the Gulf Coast. We have one that's this evening, around 30%. But the bigger rain chance comes this weekend, with a focus on Sunday morning. Everything you need to know is coming up after the break on Fox 10 Midday. Partly sunny skies, a southerly wind, and warm temperatures on our Wednesday. The Fairhope Pier looking nice today. This would be a great day to go on a walk along the bay. But this afternoon it does get warm. Temperatures will go all the way up to around 70 degrees. Almost 80 degrees, I should say. And then eventually we have a rain chance this evening. So our weather headlines show a rain chance this evening with a few showers possible as a front rolls across the area. It is a weak front and it's not going to do a major change to our temperatures, so warm weather will continue. Weekend, though, we have a bigger system that comes in here. Some weekend thunderstorms are likely. We could see a couple of strong storms. Your afternoon forecast, mixed clouds with above average temperatures, extremely above average temperatures. We're up here around 76 degrees this afternoon. Winds out of the west or southwest here, noticeable, not very strong. Afternoon high temperatures, 79 degrees in Saraland, Mount Vernon, 78 Citronelle, 76 in Sims, 76 Mobile, 73 Fairhope, 76 Robertsdale, 74 in Gulf Shores. Some inland spots could get close to 80 degrees. You see 77 in Repton, 78 Wallace, 78 in Bruton, 78 Wegerville, 77 in Chatham. Northwest Florida. If you're along the immediate coast, your numbers are slightly lower. Look at Fort Walton Beach and Destin, 70 and 72 degrees. But you go north of Interstate 10 and we're talking about temperatures near 80 degrees, around 77 to 78. 79 in Bendale, Mississippi, 80 in McLean, 79 in Leakesville and Loosedale. Close to the coast where the waters are cooler, 72 in Ocean Springs in Pascagoula this afternoon. Your futurecast does show an evening rain chance. Look off to our north. You see the rain showers very, very scattered. They start to move in here around 5 o'clock. In between the period of 5 p.m. to maybe 1 a.m., 2 a.m., we have a chance for rain showers. I think the highest chance comes around 9 p.m. We'll be covering it here on Fox 10. We're not expecting much, but maybe a rumble of thunder, 1 or 2, with this as it passes through, especially closer to the coast. Not a lot of rainfall out of this, and not everybody gets rainfall out of this evening rain chance. That's why we're only putting it around 30%. Most of today stays dry. And then drier air does filter in for us on Thursday. You will notice that Thursday morning will be a bit cooler. Then Thursday afternoon, we start to get the moisture to return again. Then moisture back on Friday, Saturday, ahead of our next bigger rain chance. That's that big low pressure system that comes in for the weekend. Here's the European forecast model, which has been extremely consistent and done a good job with this system so far. We have a low pressure system that develops here and it slides across North Mississippi and North Alabama. This is 4 a.m. on Sunday. By 4 a.m. on Sunday, right now I'm expecting a line of thunderstorms to be moving across the forecast area here associated with a cold front. There could be a couple strong storms, but the severe weather chances do not seem high. It looks like by midday Sunday or the afternoon, this should get out of here. Fingers crossed. We'll see for timing adjustments. Around an inch or less of rain, most likely, with this system. Those numbers could adjust. And the long-range forecast after this system shows warm weather continuing. That means our Mardi Gras forecast on Fat Tuesday, pretty good. 73 degrees with a 0% chance of rain. Here's that 7-day outlook. Keeping an eye on that weekend rain chance. In the meantime, though, the warm temperatures will continue.
It's a celebration fit for a king and queen. St. Pius Catholic School gathered the beads and several other throws for one of their favorite Mardi Gras traditions, their annual Mardi Gras parade. Fox 10 Stephen Moody was out there and brings us much more.
It was a true Mardi Gras celebration with music, colorful costumes, and even some special guests here at St. Pius during its annual parade. It's a tradition we've had the joy of covering before, and it's always a highlight of the season.
Well, this is our 15th year of hosting the Cruella Cardinal Parade, and we've enjoyed every minute of it. Each year it's a different theme. We did Wicked this year. We had our lions and our Tin Men and our scarecrows, and the children enjoy it. The big kids get involved with the parading, and the younger children enjoy dressing up in the costumes and throwing the throws for everybody.
The younger students get their very own taste of Mardi Gras magic, complete with a royal court, including a king, queen, and a princess.
I'm very glad to represent the students because, this is my first time, so I'm very proud.
It was really fun. I got to see a bunch of smiles.
It was just very fun.
Just like a downtown parade, there were plenty of throws as students marched around campus and through the community, spreading that carnival spirit. And it's an experience that they'll never forget.
It's going to be a memory forever for me.
Stephen Moody, Fox 10 News.
So much fun out there, and I love the costumes. Well, it was a sea of purple, green, and gold as the Order of Lachise rolled through the streets, with the Order of Olympia following close behind. The Fox 10 float joined over a dozen others, lighting up the streets of downtown Mobile. And if you can see, the crowds were packed, the energy was high, and the throws were flying. The Order of Lachise was founded in 1989 and held its first parade in 1992. While the Order of Olympia is a little newer to rock the streets, forming in 2020 and holding their first parade in 2022. A few partygoers have family in the parades and say that makes it a little extra special.
You get bombarded with all the goodies for one thing, but it's fun to see them enjoying themselves too.
We'll be quiet in downtown Mobile tonight, but don't get too comfortable. The excitement roars back tomorrow with the Mystic Stripers Parade. And a reminder, as always, if you can't make it to any parades, Fox 10 has you covered. We'll be streaming the parades on the Fox 10 Gulfstream app, which you can download now on your Samsung, Apple, Roku, or Amazon TV. And that will continue all the way up until Fat Tuesday. And again, you can keep up with all things Mardi Gras with our free Fox 10 Float Tracker app. It lets you know where the start of the parade is at any time. You can scan the QR code on your screen. You'll also find parade routes there, a full schedule, and weather forecasts. The Fox 10 Float Tracker app is available right now for you in the Apple app and Google Play stores. 11:19 on our Wednesday. Still to come, a miraculous story out of Boston as a middle school basketball coach saves the life of the opposing coach. How it all happened when we come back here on Fox 10 Midday. Welcome back into Fox 10 Midday. A middle school basketball coach in Massachusetts is being called a hero after he helped save the life of an opposing coach who was having a heart attack. The incident unfolded during the start of the game and caused a major scare among parents. John Atwater spoke with both men about that dramatic night.
1, 2, 3, Belmont!
Ian Haffer's been coaching middle school basketball in Belmont for years, but last Thursday he faced an emergency he's never seen before on the court.
Everyone was just unsure what was going on.
Across the gym, he saw Waltham coach Ronnie Poirier face down just 3 minutes into the game.
I noticed his lips were purple. He wasn't breathing. I kind of said, we need an AED. We need to call 911.
It was terrifying, right? And immediately the game stopped.
Parents watched in disbelief as Ian's training as a doctor kicked in.
Someone grabbed the AED, turned it on. We cut off his shirt. We got the pads on, and I'm pretty sure that was the reason we were able to save his life.
I was on with the dispatcher, and the dispatcher was talking me through it. All right, now go get the AED. And before I could even tell them to do that, Ian had already done that.
Paramedics raced the Waltham coach to the hospital where he's still receiving treatment in the cardiac ICU.
I am beyond grateful. There's no words. I cry all the time. I'm crying now talking about it.
It's been an emotional few days as Poirier recovers, and he says he owes his life to an opponent who didn't hesitate in an emergency.
Yep, he saved my life. I'm just grateful for all the support that everybody has given me.
What an incredible story there. Well, listen to this. A real-life lassie moment was caught on camera in Kentucky. The Louisville Metro Police Department posted this video of a dog helping them find a missing child. One of the officers said he was approached by the dog while they were in the neighborhood, and police had been searching for a 3-year-old boy who disappeared on Saturday using a drone and air unit. During the search, they saw a back door open at a house and went inside, but the dog started barking to lead them back outside. Well, that's where they found the little boy who was locked in a vehicle. Officers managed to help him unlock the door, and he was reunited with his family. One officer said he doesn't know where the dog came from, but said it was a blessing from God. And then police work can be pretty dangerous at times. Just ask the Tennessee officer who experienced what his boss called rapid tactical descent. Sure, it sounds pretty impressive, but it's actually the chief's way of giving Sergeant Bennett a hard time for falling off a resident's front porch. This body camera footage caught the entire thing, including the sergeant worrying that he broke his leg or caused the demise of a pink flamingo in the garden. Luckily, the flamingo is fine. The sergeant's pride, though, was a little busted up, as you can imagine. The Monterey Police Department provided a tongue-in-cheek summary of the whole thing, including some funny comments from Sergeant Bennett on its Facebook page. It's 11:26 now. Thanks for spending time with us on Fox 10 Midday. When we return, a major brewery is cutting thousands of jobs. We'll explain. Plus, Alma Bryant twin sisters reaching a big milestone on the basketball court. We have that story for you after this. First, Nick, do we get a slam dunk of a forecast today?
I think so. If you like the warm weather, we have temperatures soaring all the way up to around 80 degrees. Here are your temperatures as of the latest observation at 74 degrees in Mobile, but those afternoon forecast highs take us all the way up close to 80. We'll have more on your forecast, including your weekend rain chance, coming up after this.
Committed to you. This is Fox 10 Midday.
Turning now to your half-hour headlines on this Wednesday. President Donald Trump is set to welcome Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to the White House today. According to 2 Israeli sources, Netanyahu plans to discuss possible military options against Iran with Trump. One source says Israel remains skeptical that negotiations between the U.S. and Iran will succeed, however. Another says Netanyahu plans to present Trump with fresh intelligence on Iran's military capabilities. We will update you on this story. And then a historic Mobile landmark is one step closer to a new chapter. The Ace Theater, vacant for over 5 decades, is now slated for renovation, and it will become a 100-seat performance venue and the permanent home for the iconic Excelsior Band. In fact, they want to use the building to spread music education to local youth. The project still needs to meet several city conditions before permits are issued, but city leaders hope this project will help revive Mobile's, quote, Avenue Cultural District, once a vibrant center of African American life. And finally, Ford is still bleeding money from its foray into electrical vehicles. The automaker reported its EV division lost $4.8 billion just last year, and it expects similar losses for 3 more years before a break-even point it pegs as happening in 2029. Ford's plan to increase profits by quickly rolling out EVs ahead of its competition a few years ago actually didn't work. In fact, the company has scaled back its investment in category, but hasn't killed it completely. In your business news today, a delayed jobs report shows an uptick in new positions. Heineken brews thousands of job cuts, and the McMansion era is officially over. Fox's TJ Papa has those stories and more in today's Fox Business Briefs.
The job market was much stronger than estimated last month. Job growth picked up in January. The Labor Department says 130,000 new jobs were created, double most estimates. The unemployment rate declined to 4.3%.
That number was a complete surprise considering everyone was talking about disaster, disaster. Oh, my God. I think it speaks to the strength of the economy. It speaks to how robust it is.
November and December reports were revised to show 17,000 fewer jobs than initially reported. Meanwhile, Heineken is planning to cut thousands of jobs because people are drinking less beer. The cuts are up to 7% of its workforce, or up to 6,000 over the next 2 years. Hilton Worldwide's profit declined in the recent quarter. Demand for its rooms softened. CEO Chris Nassetta says Hilton is increasingly optimistic about the year ahead. And a report from Zillow says the McMansion era is over. When Zillow launched 20 years ago, the ultimate American home was big, beige, and built to impress. Now, for sale listings show buyers want homes that feel personal, flexible, and designed for real life.
Social media has participated in this, where people want something distinctive. A home theater. No one needs a home theater today. You know what they need? 2 offices. Home builders have found that if they can't meet the specific needs of that home builder, they're going to have a hard time selling the home.
CJ Papa, Fox News.
Destin looking over at Crab Island right now. Blue skies there, Northwest Florida. The forecast very nice, very warm this afternoon. However, remember those water temperatures are low, so this isn't necessarily a beach day. Nice to see a few boats out there as well. Destin always giving us a lovely view. Your big 3 headlines: a warm afternoon with temperatures getting all the way up around 80 degrees today. Evening showers as a cold front approaches, and we go cooler for Thursday-ish, relatively. It's like 2 degrees cooler. Then we go through the week, rest of the week with nice weather. Then the weekend, we have a storm chance. That's something we're watching pretty closely here. Afternoon temperatures again close to 80 degrees. 77 in Evergreen, 78 in Atmore and Bruton, 77 in Milton, 76 in Mobile, 79 in Leakesville and Loosedale. The Futurecast shows rain showers entering our area after 5 p.m. This is the HRRR, which is a trusted model. So it's been printing out pretty consistently. The showers entering after 5 p.m. Then around 7 to 9, a few extra showers trying to develop here. And you can see here at 7 o'clock, a band just north of Interstate 10, then passing along Interstate 10 around 9 p.m. and south. Not everybody gets wet today, but some people will see a downpour and maybe a rumble of thunder. After this, drier air moves in after the system. Overnight lows take us into the 40s in our inland spot, so it is going to be a cooler evening for Highway 84 corridor. 54 in Mobile, 55 in Pensacola. Then tomorrow, temperatures pull back by a few degrees. It's only 70 for a high in Grove Hill, Monroeville, 73 in Mobile, 70 in Gulf Shores, 71 in Pensacola. The wind turns more out of the northeast on Thursday. Anytime you have that northerly wind, it is a drier wind. But notice the wind direction by Friday. It's right back to the south and picks up as we get closer to the weekend. That is leading to a return in moisture. Therefore, our next bigger system. Rain chances go up. Joe Cain Day, which is Sunday, we have a 70% chance of rain. That is mostly in the morning time here. Saturday, Valentine's Day, only have it at 20%. The Futurecast shows a low pressure system developing off to our northwest. The model has been really consistent with this. This low pressure system tracks north of our area, putting us in a sector of warm, humid, and marginally unstable air. Therefore, we're going to see a few thunderstorms, most likely. Could some of those thunderstorms be strong? Yes. Right now, the odds of severe weather seem low. We will be keeping you updated on that, and we will have a much better idea of those severe weather chances once we get about 60 hours out of this system. But by 4 a.m., it looks like we're going to have some thunderstorms rolling across our forecast area. Then that clears out. By the afternoon on Sunday, it should be a calmer afternoon with rain exiting. By Sunday evening, clear and quiet. Then after this weekend system, we get ready for Fat Tuesday. The Fat Tuesday forecast, 73 degrees and partly cloudy skies. A very, very nice outlook for us for Lundi Gras and on Mardi Gras. So here's that 7-day outlook. Notice the slightly cooler temperature there on Thursday afternoon. It'll feel slightly drier. Then the humidity picks back up towards the weekend. Weekend rain chance, then nice weather for Fat Tuesday.
All right, good news there, Nick. Thank you. Happening now, a major legal battle is underway over social media's impact on young people. Sarah Wall is taking a look at the case and what it could mean for social media as a whole. She is also looking at why some parents and lawmakers are pushing to repeal a 30-year-old law as it relates to social media. In Depth with Sarah Wall, Legal Battle with Social Media Platforms is available for you now on the Fox 10 Gulfstream TV app. In Northwest Florida this morning, Walton County is honoring fallen Deputy William May by naming a portion of Highway 90 after him. Deputy May was killed while responding to a call back in April of last year. The governor signed a bill into law last June to honor Deputy May by renaming the portion of Highway 90 from Lancelot Road to Oak Ridge Way in his honor. Walton County Commissioners unanimously approved the renaming yesterday, and that stretch of road will now be known as the Deputy William May Memorial Highway. Well, a new way to travel between Foley and Gulf Shores is on the way. A new north-south route will connect U.S. Highway 98 to Coastal Gateway Boulevard. Work will start soon on Foley's James Road extension, and it would link Pecan Road, East Pride Boulevard, and James Road into one seamless corridor. The new two-lane road will have added pedestrian features and improve public safety as a whole.
Maybe some hiking trails and adjacent to the roadway, some lighting, and so it's very much a community style road that will be for community benefit. Fire to police to EMS, the more redundancy that we have in our roadway network will just make response time so much quicker.
Officials say this project was made possible because of Baldwin County's award-winning 30 Cubed program. Cities can apply for 50-50 split funding for projects that improve connectivity all across the county. So in this case, Foley and Baldwin County will each kick in a little more than $2 million. Gulf Shores has renewed its alcohol ban on public beaches for spring break this year. It's a policy the city says has been successful for the past decade now. Council members approved the plan during their meeting this week, and we're told the ban runs through March 1st all the way through April 28th, prohibiting any possession or consumption of alcohol on public beaches, so something to note there as we approach springtime. Meanwhile, the Mobile City Council gave approving a beautification project that's been in the works for years. City leaders say the idea is to make the Interstate 10 interchange on Highway 90 in the Tillman's Corner area just more inviting. The total cost is $125,000, and the city calls it the Gateway Initiative. It will include signs, oak trees, and other landscaping, along with decorative lighting. The money will also come from a fee assessed to hotel guests. That fee went up last year when the City Council renewed the Tourism Improvement District. Councilman Ben Reynolds and Visit Mobile President and CEO David Clark have been pushing for this project.
It's more of creating an arrival experience that looks great, right? It's like eating food, right? When the food looks great, right, it usually tastes better.
Well, the idea is to tie into all the new development and stuff that's happening in Tillman's Corner to sort of beautify the area, increase the confidence level of visitors to come and stay at the hotels within Tillman's Corner. It's a huge project.
Officials say work on the first phase should begin in a matter of months, and we'll keep you updated there. Twin sisters Maddie Marie and Marie Margaret Grayson have done just about everything together. And on the basketball court at Alma Bryant this season, they made history together as well. Both seniors reached the 2,000-point milestone, another movement they'll always share.
I love to compete. It's one of my most favorite things to do. I love the adrenaline rush in it, and I love the feeling of winning.
For most athletes, reaching 2,000 career points is a once-in-a-lifetime moment. For the Grayson twins, it's something they now share. Seniors Maddie Marie and Mary Margaret Grayson have been inseparable on and off the court. They both have started for the varsity basketball team at Alma Bryant since 8th grade, leading the Lady Hurricanes with chemistry you can't teach.
There'll be a couple times in a game where she misreads me or I misread her, and our parents are like, "How'd that happen? What happened? That's not like y'all," but I fully believe she knows like my every move.
This season, the milestones followed. Maddie Marie became the first girls basketball player in Alma Bryant history to reach 2,000 career points, scoring 26 in a rivalry win over Baker in early January. Just weeks later, Mary Margaret joined her sister in the 2,000-point club, reaching the mark in a win over Mary G. Montgomery.
They kind of know what each other are doing before they're going to do it. They play really well off of each other, and the team has bought into that and learned how to play off of that as well. It's very rare for a high schooler to reach 2,000 points, and we have two on the same team, and not only are they on the same team, they're twins. So it's been a whole lot of fun trying to learn which one is which without their jerseys on, but it's been a blessing.
Together, the twins average nearly 38 points per game. Maddie Marie at 19.6, Mary Margaret close behind at 18.1, powering a Hurricanes team that's now 21-7. Each one always pushing the other.
I'm the younger one by 1 minute. She just takes advantage of that, don't worry. We just compete with each other every day, so I'm not who I am without her, and she's not who she is without me. We keep each other competitive every day, and I think that in practice that shows in the game our competitiveness.
Their dream has been to take their talents to the next level. Last week, that dream became a reality as both sisters signed to play at William Carey University.
Yeah, we talked about that. There was no way we were going to separate, so going together is the biggest blessing, and I thank God every day for that.
Now, with Alma Bryant set to host the area tournament, the Grayson twins aren't focused on individual records, just one more run together before taking the next step side by side.
She's always there for me. If I'm not doing my best, she's going to let me know, and if I am doing my best, she's going to tell me good job. Maddie Marie, she's the hype man. You know, you get out here and practice with her. She lifts everybody up. She's really good at that, and I am too. But she's mainly the hype man, and then I don't know. I'm just there with her, helping her.
A sweet story, and I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of those twins in the future. It's 11:43, still to come. New survey reveals what percentage of people plan to celebrate Valentine's Day by themselves. Plus, one chocolate company is putting a yummy twist on an Olympic medal. Nick and I will bring you your Midday Talkers after the break. Welcome back. It's time for our Midday Talkers today. One popular chocolate brand gives Team USA fans the opportunity to earn a sweet medal of their own as they cheer on the team at the Winter Olympics.
Hershey's Chocolate has created chocolate medals wrapped in gold foil for fans to bring home some gold of their own.
Ooh, the company says the move is part of its new campaign known as Hershey's It's Your Happy Place to promote the belief that, quote, happiness is the real gold.
The chocolate medals cost about $6 on TikTok Shop starting February 13th. And at the Hershey's store on February 14th while supplies last. Are you a frequenter of the TikTok Shop?
I am. I've purchased some things in the past and I like it. Kind of depends. I mean, quality varies based on what you get, but I would love to get my hands on one of these. This would be a great Tasty Tuesday segment.
Yeah. I think it's cool. Remember the story we did, I think it was yesterday, about the medals and the ribbons coming off?
I don't think I remember that.
That was something that the athletes were talking about, like, oh, the ribbons coming
really?
off. I wonder if this happens with these medals.
Interesting. Oh, probably. It's made out of chocolate. I don't know.
This is a cool idea by Hershey's. TikTok Shop, too.
Yeah, pretty cool. Who knew? We both love the Olympics as well, so we'll be talking about that, I'm sure, over the next week. Cupid may have some competition this year as many Americans gear up to be their own Valentine's Day dates.
A new survey by Ferrero, the Italian sweet foods and chocolate company, found 36% of North Americans plan to get themselves chocolate this Valentine's Day.
I love it. The survey titled Self-Valentine's Day also found that 73% would prefer to give a gift to themselves rather than have someone purchase it for them.
But the results also showed a new shift for the unusually romance-driven holiday, with 64% saying Valentine's Day should be celebrated with friends, not just romantic partners.
Yeah, many also said they plan to gift chocolate to friends this year as well.
Ferrero says that the holiday is, quote, no longer just for couples, it's for anyone who wants to celebrate. But while 63% said Valentine's Day is overrated,
Ferrero reported that North Americans still plan to spend an average of $143.60 on this weekend celebration. I can understand this because you're pretty much guaranteed to get what you want, you know?
Okay. Woo, I'm dying. The concept of Valentine's Day being about friends, I think that's something that we all grew up with this in school.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. Did you make your Valentine's Day boxes and exchange your Valentine's treats?
And it's just a moment of expression of kindness to each other. I think that's what the holiday does become, along with the romantic side of it. So I think it's cool.
I think that's the best part. That's awesome. Valentine's Day a few days away now. What's today?
Today is Wednesday and it's Saturday. Saturday forecast looks good. Let's look outside right now, though. This is Dauphin Island, a lovely shot, a very warm day, a great day to be outside. We have that weekend forecast coming your way very shortly.
Listen to this. A scary encounter with a large wave upended a family's boat, but thankfully scores of surfers came to the rescue. And get this, the entire thing was caught on camera. Jeremy Roth has today's Take a Look at This.
A family in Southern California is okay after a terrifying moment was captured showing large waves tossing and capsizing their boat. The Santa Cruz Fire Department shared the video saying the boat was loaded with 2 adults and 4 children when the waves struck the craft.
And the wave literally picked him up, curled him over, and threw the boat down.
KSBW reports surfers in the water immediately came to the rescue using their boards to get the family members to safety. The victims reportedly suffered only minor cuts and bruises from the incident. Officials say it could have ended worse, but also that it may have been avoided, saying the family was reportedly warned ahead of time not to go out on the water amid dangerous conditions.
He should have known better, and he should have listened to advice, from the Harbor Patrol.
Well, in case you missed it, a plane in Georgia missed its intended destination when engine problems forced the pilot to land their craft on a busy Gainesville roadway instead. The small plane struck and damaged several vehicles upon landing, but thankfully only minor injuries were reported. The FAA is now sorting out exactly what led to the trafficy touchdown. Finally, speaking of roadways and safety and stuff hitting other stuff, take a look at why it's so important to properly secure cargo when driving. Video shows what appeared to be loose luggage struck by a van on a Utah highway. No one was hurt, but I can't say the same for the van, which did sustain some damage. Utah Highway Patrol troopers dragged the debris to the shoulder and later posted to socials saying, "Tie it down, tarp it over, and double check your cargo. Events like this one are 100% preventable." For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Also, double check before you drive off if you have items on top of your car. This happened a few weeks ago. I drove off with my wallet and my Starbucks drink on my car. And I'm sitting there in my house. I'm like, why do I not have my drink? What did I do with it? Turns out I left it at the park. But there is a good ending to this story because I actually found it with my wallet scattered with all of my debit cards on the ground. Yeah, it was not my brightest moment.
Ashlyn, how are you?
Not my brightest moment. But I experience these things so I can live to tell you guys what not to do. I'm just trying to, be a good example here.
I have 1 minute for weather. Right now, your forecast for Thursday evening. This is the parade Mystic Stripers in Mobile. One parade rolling, 64 degrees, fantastic weather. The weekend forecast, Saturday is Valentine's Day. 20% chance of showers, a nice day. There is a slight chance of that rain, maybe late in the day. Then Sunday, early morning, looks like where we have our big rain chance, around 70%. Some thunderstorms are possible here. There's the low pressure system that moves on in. You see it. And it looks like early on Sunday morning is when the bulk of the stuff gets to us. Then, after this low pressure system passes through, we do not see a massive drop in temperatures. 73 degrees, partly sunny for Fat Tuesday, a good forecast. Speaking of rain, look at that. Drought conditions, we have them. Look at the rainfall forecast over the next 7 days. We got about an inch. We could really use it. I think we really could. So, other than those rain chances, it is a nice forecast for Fat Tuesday.
Well, thank you for watching Fox 10 Midday. Be sure to tune in on Fox 10 Live at 3 p.m. with both of us. We will see you then.